Hey guys, welcome to my new post on fundamentals of AI. Let's have a quick recap of what we learned in the previous post. So we've seen what AI can do in the real world. We've seen the history of AI and how it has been evolved over the period of 75 years. And we've come to a conclusion that AI is everywhere. There are two branches of AI. One is machine learning and one is deep learning. So now with that background understanding of what AI is, let's dive into the fundamentals. So in this post, we are gonna learn how AI works and what an AI model consists of and when to use an AI. Now, let's watch this small interesting video. Notice how the zookeeper trains the monkey. It's amazing that the zookeeper spent a lot of time and effort training the animal to perform certain tasks like temperature checks and then heartbeat checks, etc. It is a well-defined process to train an animal, and the zookeepers are trained professionals to handle the animals. And another interesting aspect is that the training is iterative in nature, which means that the zookeeper instructs the animal to do a certain task repeatedly and until it reaches perfection. So, in the previous slide, we've seen how a zookeeper trains an animal to perform certain tasks, and it works. It behaves. The monkey listens to the instructor. And we've also noticed that this is an iterative process, which means to keep training something till we get the desired outcome. In this case, the monkey is being trained to behave. On a similar note, humans need to train the machine to perform certain tasks. The machine can learn from the training just like the monkey. Also, as we've noticed before, the learning process is iterative in nature. So the more that we give the machine, the more data that we give the machine, the better results we would get.
Now comes the question, when are AI machines really applicable? We don't need AI to solve all kinds of problems. Let's say we need to add two numbers, as shown here. Do you need artificial intelligence to add these two numbers? The answer is no. We could just define a function that takes two integers as inputs and adds them, which would be shown in the output. The key takeaway here is that when you know the step-by-step process on how to get an AI output for a given input, we don't need AI. Let's look at another example. Let's take a look at this picture. This picture consists of a laptop, chair, bottle, mug, bag, and so on. If a machine needs to identify the objects in this picture, you need artificial intelligence. The machine should have AI to identify these objects from the image. Okay, let's take a look at the same image which consists of a laptop, chair, bowl, mugs, etc. As we have seen earlier, in order to give intelligence to a machine, it needs to be trained. Now, let's take a look at how we train the machines. All we want to do is identify objects. So we need to train the machine with millions and millions of laptop images, all taken from different kinds of angles. And then we do the same with the other things on the picture. And so on. After this iterative process, the machine learns how to identify a chair and then all kinds of other things in the picture. Now let's see how the machine learns. When you train a machine with thousands and thousands of laptop images, it stores the trained data in the memory. And it starts to build a logic on laptop identification. The logic will also build on an incremental basis. So this logic is called a model. The model is the brain of the machine, and it stores artificial intelligence. It gives artificial intelligence to the machine. Once the model is generated, and now if you give an image of a laptop as an input, it will properly identify it as a laptop. If you want the machine to do some work or task, you need to build the model first. In order to build the model, we need to train the machine with huge amounts of data. Let's talk a little bit more about the model. So, when we start a new model, it'll be empty, just like an untrained animal in the zoo. If you train the model with plenty of data, the model gets built incrementally. And as you keep training the model, it gets more efficient. Finally, it would become a fully trained model. In the previous slide, we have seen that AI has two branches. In the previous video, we have seen AI has two branches, machine learning and deep learning. One of the most famous machine learning models formula is y equals mx plus b. This is called logistic regression, which means that it's based on certain patterns in the input data. Let's talk about this more in the future videos. So, deep learning, on the other hand, has a bubble-like structure called nodes, which represent the neurons in our brain. The blue-colored nodes are called input nodes, and the bubbles in the last column are called the output nodes. The bubbles in between are called the intermediary nodes. So, when we want to build AI models, we do it through programming languages. And Python is one of the most famous programming languages to build an AI model. So in this post, we have learned about the fundamentals of AI/ML. We've seen how AI works and when to use an AI. And we've seen how machine learns. And we've also seen the types of AI/ML models. I hope this post has given you a good understanding of AI/ML. If you have any questions or want to learn more, please let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching this video and have a great day.